Hi, it's Mr. Love, and today is April 7th. What you just saw was the incubator turning the eggs, which have now been in here for about a week and a half, about 10, actually, I think 12 days. And so they're more than halfway ready to hatch. And today, what I want to do is look inside of some of these eggs to see the baby chick developing. Now, we can't crack the shell open to look inside because then the baby wouldn't survive. So we have a special technique, and it involves shining a light into the egg, and the light goes through the eggshell and we can see what's inside. It's called candling, and we'll use this special light. So we will remove the lid off the incubator and just take a couple of these eggs out of here very gently, because definitely don't want to crack an egg. We're also going to grab one of our unfertilized chicken eggs to see the difference between an egg that is developing into a chick and one that's not. We need a dark place, so we'll go into a room with no windows. Turn on our candling light, and let's start with this one. Oh, okay, here's the unfertilized egg. So that's the egg you get from the grocery store, you eat for breakfast. That came from our chickens. It's very light, it glows. You might be able to see the yolk in there. And then we'll compare that to one of our developing eggs that has a chick inside. Well, let's see, let's look at this one. Okay, so that one, you can see the bottom is light. There are some blood vessels you can notice. And then the dark of the egg is, the top of the egg is really dark. That's where the chick is developing. I'll turn it over, see from the other side. And as you rotate it, you can kind of see the form of the chick. Sometimes you can see a little dark spot that's like a beak or an eyeball. More blood vessels. And that light part at the bottom, that's an air pocket. If you've peeled a hard-boiled egg and there's that flat spot of the egg, that's the air pocket. So maybe you've noticed that before. Turn it around some more so we can see that really dark part. And if we check these in a few more days, they'll be darker as the chick grows. And it's actually eating the egg white. That white part is food for the developing chick. So the clear lit up part will get smaller. The dark part, that's the chick, will get bigger. And I'm not sure what will happen to the air pocket, if that will get bigger or smaller over time. Now this other egg I picked out because this one doesn't seem to be developing the same way. Either this was not a fertilized egg, even though they're all supposed to be fertilized, or the chick might have stopped developing, not survived the initial stages of development. So we'll keep an eye on this one. I feel like this one probably isn't going to fully develop and hatch. But we'll keep it in the incubator and we'll keep checking it. It does seem a little darker than the unfertilized egg, so maybe it is developing just slower, but we'll keep an eye on that. I also wanted to show you the catalog that we ordered these eggs out of. And my daughter Clea is going to show you some things about each of the 7 breeds that we are raising eggs for. So if you'll zoom in on the catalog, there's a website here, meyerhatchery.com. You can go to that website, see about all different kinds of chickens and ducks and turkeys and geese. They sell all kinds of birds in here, both as baby chicks and as eggs. So Clea's going to tell you about the 7 different kinds of chickens that we have, and while she's doing that, I'll put these eggs back in the incubator.
So the first egg we have is an Easter egg, and that is what the hen looks like, which is a girl chicken. That's what the rooster looks like, which is the male chicken, and then the eggs and the baby chicks. And then the next egg we have is a cream leg bar. And here, if you want to read more about, right here it says they're extremely rare. And here it tells you about them, like they lay 3 to 4 eggs weekly. And it tells you some other stuff right there. And then the next egg we have is a olive egger, and then
So we're going to zoom in so you can see all of the information about each of these, because you might want to use this video. You could pause it on one of these pages and actually use that for some research.
the next chicken we have is a black astrolop, and there's the same stuff: the rooster, the hen, the eggs, and the baby chick. And then the next eggs we got was a Welsumer.
Try to get the whole thing.
And a speckled Sussex. And our last egg is a blue Andalusian.
Okay, thank you, Kalia. So this tells us we have 8 days left until these eggs hatch. So it might be 7 days, it might be 9 days. So the next video should be of the eggs hatching, and we'll make sure to take a video as the eggs are pecking their way, the chickens are pecking their way out of the eggs and starting to hatch, because that's really fun to watch. If you would like to do a weekly investigation based on what you've just seen with candling the eggs and the different types of breeds that we have, some ideas for that might be pausing the video on one of the pages or going to the website to learn more about these chicken breeds and make some predictions about what these different chickens will be like as they after they hatch and as they grow into adult chickens. You could also make predictions about what the baby chicks will look like when they first hatch out of the eggs, or even how they get out of the egg. How does a baby chick get itself out of a chicken egg? You could also make some predictions about the what happens to the egg and the yolk inside of the shell as the baby chick develops, or what happens to that air pocket. I was wondering about if the air pocket will get larger or smaller as the chick develops. And I'm sure you can come up with a lot of other ideas for investigations, questions you have, things you'd like to get smarter about related to chicken development inside of the egg. Thanks, guys. See you next time.